Colonial period 1607–1776. Jamestown, 1607. The first successful English colony in North America was established in Jamestown, Virginia, in 1607. It was primarily a commercial venture by the Virginia Company of London and focused on cultivating tobacco for export. Plymouth Colony, 1620. The Pilgrims, seeking religious freedom, established Plymouth Colony in Massachusetts in 1620. They are famous for the first Thanksgiving celebration with Native Americans. New England colonies. Over time, several colonies were established in the New England region, including Massachusetts Bay, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire. These colonies were characterized by Puritan religious influences and a focus on agriculture, fishing, and trade. Middle colonies. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware were known as the Middle Colonies. They had diverse populations and economies, with farming, trade, and industry playing significant roles. Southern colonies. The Southern colonies, including Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, relied heavily on agriculture, particularly tobacco, rice, and indigo, and had a plantation-based economy that depended on enslaved labor. The First Great Awakening, 1730s–1740s, a religious revival movement swept through the colonies, leading to a renewed interest in spirituality and church attendance. It had a profound impact on American culture and identity. French and Indian War, 1754–1763. This conflict between British and French forces, with Native American allies on both sides, was a major precursor to the American Revolution. It resulted in Britain gaining control of Canada and much of North America east of the Mississippi River. Proclamation of 1763. After the French and Indian War, King George III issued the Proclamation of 1763, which restricted westward expansion by colonists beyond the Appalachian Mountains. This decision angered many colonists and contributed to growing tensions with Britain. Taxation and tensions. The British government attempted to raise revenue from the colonies through various taxes, such as the Stamp Act and the Tea Act, which led to widespread protests and the formation of groups like the Sons of Liberty. Declaration of Independence, 1776. The culmination of colonial discontent and resistance to British rule came on July 4, 1776, when the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, officially declaring the American colonies' independence from Great Britain. Native American interactions. During the colonial period, European settlers interacted with various Native American tribes. These interactions ranged from cooperation and trade to conflicts over land and resources. The exchange of knowledge, culture, and goods between these groups had a profound impact on both Native American societies and the colonists. Slavery and the triangular trade. The Atlantic slave trade played a significant role in the colonial economy, particularly in the southern colonies. Enslaved Africans were brought to America to work on plantations, and this system of forced labor had enduring social, economic, and cultural consequences. Religious diversity. While some colonies, such as Massachusetts, were founded on religious principles, others, like Pennsylvania, offered religious freedom and attracted a diverse range of religious groups, including Quakers, Catholics, and Jews. This religious diversity contributed to the pluralistic society that would become the United States. Role of women. Women in the colonial period had limited legal and political rights, but they played crucial roles in maintaining households, raising children, and contributing to the colonial economy, particularly through activities like textile production and brewing. Formation of colonial governments. Each colony had its own form of government, which varied depending on its charter and the preferences of its inhabitants. Some colonies had elected assemblies, while others were more closely controlled by the British Crown-appointed governors. Print culture. The spread of information and ideas was facilitated by the growth of print culture during this period. The establishment of newspapers, almanacs, and libraries helped disseminate Enlightenment ideas and played a role in the development of colonial identity.